Hello. This is very new to me. I feel super uncomfortable making videos of myself. However, I am trying to be better at documenting my art process so that I can become a better designer and artist and be more intentional about my work. And so I want to start a monthly practice of making vlogs or like presentation / showcase videos of everything I've been working on in that month. So it is June 22nd. I am starting towards the end of the month, but I don't think I'm a perfectionist, but I think that I want things to be perfect. There's a difference there. I'm trying to be more okay with imperfect things so that we can experiment and make mistakes and make progress instead of waiting for everything to be perfect and end up not doing anything. So, in the pursuit of imperfection, I am starting at the end of the month. So the first one will be a week long. My month will be a week long. That's okay. To start, I just finished a sketchbook. This one is a mini sketchbook. Right now I've been carrying around a small sketchbook for when I am out and about, and then I'll have a slightly bigger one for drawing at home. The reason for this, I don't know, maybe I should just simplify my life and just have one, but we're trying it. This one started November 2025, and I finished it last week, so we're gonna flip through, and I want to put tabs on ideas that I am not quite finished with yet, and then transfer those over to my new sketchbook so I can continue to explore and think about them. Yeah, lots of talking. Okay, whatever, let's go. Okay, so here we go. Here's the sketchbook, here's the cover, these stickers. These three and four are from one of my favorite artists right now called Flush PNG on Instagram. I'm not too sure. I think they go by Chan. And I'm a subscriber of their sticker club. I absolutely love receiving stickers from them. It is the highlight of my month. I'm not too sure about the other ones where they're from. So here in the beginning, it's basically a quote that I saw in a video. Basically, be terrible at making art, and that is the best way to improve. This is from quite a while ago. These are sketches from a mini game jam that I was working on with some of my old classmates from undergrad. That is done. I have no idea how we did. I didn't really follow up. These are from watching Apothecary Diaries. I was doing some doodles. This is a sketch from the winter time when I was sitting in Bryant Park. I'm going to be attending Georgia Tech in the fall. This is so exciting to look back at this. I had just been starting to think about layouts for my portfolio design, and I have already made my portfolio, submitted it, and now been accepted to school. So that is really exciting. These are some notes from when I was doing the webinars from those schools, and then how I was thinking about laying out for my portfolio. This is more about that game project from before. This one is about more notes about the portfolio. These are doodles for the game. These are doodles for a project that was part of the portfolio. I was making these crochet dolls, and this one specifically was a crochet fox that I made for my mom, who's super into hiking. So it has a hiking backpack, and then I cut out the pattern for the backpack. So that's what that whole is. More layout ideas, more notes about portfolio. This one has a tab because I still want to make this. I didn't end up making it. Here's me working on my portfolio in bed with my sister's help. She's seriously helped me so much with writing the descriptions for my portfolio. I could not be more grateful. This is I want to make it out of felt, a little bug, a beetle if you will, to put in my car, which is a beetle. I felt like that would be quite cute, and I didn't get around to it, so I'll have to transfer that idea. This is a crochet doll sketch for my hairstylist daughter, Olivia. I am still in the process of making that, so I guess I should put a little tab here. Perfect. some sketches. There's cipher. I don't know what I was doing really. Oh, I thought it'd be nice to make some kind of like garden, kind of like how they are those path lights that are solar, but more whimsical, I guess, inspired by golden berries. So maybe I'll come back to that, but I don't know. This idea didn't really stick because I feel like functionally for something outdoors, a paper cover would just deteriorate very quickly. It doesn't really make sense. These are another book sketch, some UI ideas for a MMO that I hope to make someday, but for now is just hypothetical. I don't know what's going on here, honestly. Oh, this is about the hiking doll, though, I think. Yeah. Some more doodles and project ideas. More project ideas. Oh, this is a top that I made some TikToks about. It was somewhat successful. I mean, not exactly how I originally imagined. Still learning about how sewing works. This is the TikTok top that I made. And these sketches were for my friend's birthday, Karen, and I made this Fimo clay ponyo charm for her. More tops, some fashion sketches. Oh, this is when I started playing soccer with my coworkers. Some sketches from that. I'm still playing soccer with my coworkers. This is from April 16th. Today is June 22nd, and so now we're still playing soccer. These were just for fun, but now we are in a league together, which is even better, even more fun. And some more doodles. This was inspired by an artist, I think. I don't know, I don't really like this one. This is notes about how I was doing my makeup at the time, because I really liked it. My routine has since simplified a bit from this, so it's probably a good thing. There's a lot of steps here. Oh, this is about a video I watched that my friend sent me. It's called Time Period. I'll put a link if anyone's interested in watching it. It's largely about how clocks have affected like workplace behavior, and I think it's super interesting. And I want to design a clock that is less traditional, that will like still help us track time, almost like a sundial. I feel like a sundial is like a non-invasive clock. So I'm gonna put a sticky note there. These are sketches from when I started kind of flirting with my current boyfriend at work, and we were playing soccer together. And this is from April. We started dating last month officially, so things are going well so far. Hope for the best. Yeah, these are some songs that I like that he recommended to me. The next one is Private Sorry. This is ideas. My sketchbook was upside down. Oh no. I guess this is all about being imperfect. These are some sketches. No, are notes. Notes from some ideas I have about how I want to have technology in my house that is less invasive in my life, that still has like the modern conveniences of like playing music and being able to watch shows and stuff, but I don't want to have my phone on me all the time. So I've been thinking about some ways that I can have physical media in my home, so I actually own something. I'm so sick of subscription services. Yeah, these ideas are currently in the works, and I've been exploring more kind of in a lot of different directions about how technology, I want my relationship with my phone and technology to be in general. Not important. What is this? These are... Oh, it's a design for a floor plan for a house for 4 people. So I was thinking about like 4 people exist in a space. How big should the house be so that you guys still like come across each other but still have your own private space? Someday I hope to live in a house with my friends, and I am fortunate enough that they don't really care what it will look like. So I hope to be able to design it someday, and that will be a huge endeavor, but I can't wait for it. More sketches. This was more sketches about the house, to have like a railing go around that is like a tree branch, but it's also quite tactile to the touch, where the top of the railing is rough and then there's like a finger groove in the middle that you can like trace as you walk by. I feel like it'd be quite nice and quite of a sensory experience as you walk down a hallway, to keep you kind of, I don't know, feel like anchored to the house, if you will. These are from when I was watching High School Musical. Again, oh my god, I love this movie. It was so nostalgic, and I want to make these outfits. It's tab time. I want to make these outfits in like a more modern style, heavily inspired from the movies. This will totally be a great project when I get around to it. I can't wait. So this one I think is when Sharpay's audition outfit, Gabriella's first day at school with kind of a more modern twist. This I think is Gabriella singing around the school when she's sad after Troy betrays her. Oh boy, it'll be so good. I can't wait. I think Y2K fashion is like super in right now, and this would just be a really fun way for me to kind of join the trend, but also have it be more sentimental to me. We'll see. These are some shoe designs. I don't know. I didn't really love it by the end. This is returning to the clock idea about how can I design a clock that is less invasive but still keeps track of time for you in a non-invasive way. I think as someone who very easily loses track of time, I still want a clock, but I don't need the ticking, I don't need the seconds, I don't need to be so accurate. I just need some sort of marker of time. And I think part of that for me is right now I have 2 daily alarms that play Animal Crossing music at 10 a.m. and at 1 p.m. and that kind of helps me navigate my morning a little bit better. This is the dress that I'm currently wearing. I had designed it. I was inspired by these 2 photos. I think they were from Pinterest. And then I was visiting what's the store called? Anthropology in the city, and I tried on this dress and I really liked the neckline of it. So that is what inspired this dress with this current fabric. Oh my god, I was so excited to use this fabric. So yeah, it's so nice to see that these projects actually came to life. Here's my pattern idea, how I thought it would all come together. These are some hand and feet sketches. It's always important to work on anatomy because it's not my strongest suit. This one, unfortunately, is a big note about the failures of this project. I was really excited about this dress, but I think it wasn't quite clear in my mind when I started it, but I just wanted to make something because I felt like it would, I don't know, I was getting kind of overwhelmed by trying to be perfect, and this is a moment that I was imperfect, and it didn't really work out, and that's okay. I might return to it someday, but for now, this project is attempted and shelved. This part is about implied action through design. I had these Q-tips that I got from an H-Mart, and they had this like little tab, and I thought that was so perfect because when you pull it out, all the Q-tips become easier to grab. So I wanted to just take note of that, and because I thought it was such a sweet design detail. Anyways, these are sketches and some notes about creating like a perfect picnic space for my home someday, including like a mosquito net and like almost like a patio but in your garden. So the middle section here would pull up into a table, and then there would be like a hole underneath where you can put your feet in. I didn't really draw more about that, but this is kind of the idea. It's inspired by how some Japanese dining rooms work, and the idea is that you could lay here, have a slumber party out here, or have a picnic for 4 to 8 people, things like that. This is about third spaces and about this arboretum that's near my house that is free to access, which I think is so lovely. However, when we were pulling up to the gate was closed, and it makes it look like a private residence to people who don't know about it. But it is very easily accessible. It's not 24 hours. It's, I think, dawn to dusk. But it's so wonderful that they have this space that you can go visit and just enjoy the garden for free, because there's so few free things in America. There's no more third spaces. They're very hard to find. And I hope to be able to create more third spaces throughout my life, if possible. So this is notes about third spaces that exist. This is some very theoretical city planning, urban planning design for when I start a cult. Don't worry about that. There will be a cult in my future. I already have members. It'll be wonderful. Don't worry about it. This is a crochet lace design that I did not do, and I may come back to. Yeah, I'll bookmark this one. I have this really great pencil case that I love. However, some of my markers are just a tad too tall for it. It makes it a bit difficult to close it sometimes. So I was thinking about like what design points I would change in order to make it easier. But I realized this doesn't work as well as my current one actually. So I'll have to keep thinking about it. This returns to the idea of physically owning media, being able to download media to an iPod. I know they're really popular these days. I really like that people are getting so into iPod modifications. So I was taking some notes about what works about each design and what kind of things I would want in a phone. Yeah, there's a lot of things here. I also have been like working on a new note-taking design. Note-taking system, I guess, is a better word for it, to make things more clear about what kind of things I'm writing. So like the highlight are headers, obviously. These are blank notes. The circles are like my own thoughts about those notes. I think it's called Cornell style note-taking. Really works, but I'm not really such a linear thinker, if you will. I like mind mapping, I think, a lot better. So this is kind of like Cornell style, but more playful, if you will. This is a play theater idea that I had, like, as a young kid, not young kid, a kid toy, maybe not for like toddlers, a little older than that. But the idea is, they're called automatas, these like toys that you crank, and then the objects on top move around. So the idea is that you would get a book like an Aesop fable, like the tortoise and the hare, and then you have all of these components and different wheels, and then you would be like magnetically connecting them to the crank, and the kids have to figure out which circles, which gears work to create different movement. So in the tortoise and the hare case, like there would be a small one for the hare and a big one for the tortoise, and they have to figure out like which one goes with which. And when they turn the crank, if they put it correctly, the hare will move faster than the tortoise, because their circle is half the size, so it'll make 2 rotations for each of the one rotation of the big one. I think it's a bit too complex right now. I have to find a way to simplify it, which is this new, going back to the note-taking system idea, making it very clear when I have things that I want to return to, like question marks, that I'm unsure of at the time of these sketches that I can return to. Here's another little bit about implied action. This is an idea that I am working on, how to communicate actions without actually saying anything, just through design. Oh, my sister and I went to the renfaire. She asked me if I wanted to go to the New Jersey renfaire this year, and we went together. It was so much fun.
You shall have the great personality. Domine, Domine, say part of the people.
Everyone was so kind, so friendly. We had a great time. That she was wearing this absolutely gorgeous dress that was kind of medieval inspired, and also kind of like Rosalina core, if you will. And this is a double hennin hat that I saw, I think, from Pinterest. My sister and I ended up making these 2 double hennin hats. I'll put a photo of us so that you can see what it ended up looking like. If I go again and I have more time, I would love to make a dress like this. It was so gorgeous on her, and I would feel like such a princess with something like that. So that's for the future. Maybe I will tab this, but it was so pretty. Oh, and here's the end. We're all done. Yeah, that's it. There's my goodbye notes. It's June 11th when I finished. I've already started my next sketchbook. What else is in here? Oh, here's the pattern from the backpack. I've already started my next sketchbook. Right now I have, honestly, like 4 active sketchbooks, which is probably not the best. I need to start finishing them. But you will see these ideas probably in the next one. Thank you so much for sticking through or skipping to this point if it bored you. Alright, see you, bye.